What's poppin' T subs and T squad? So, girl, dig this here. One thing that I definitely found out from last night's episode of Love Marriage DC is that ain't none of y'all hoes friends. Don't none of y'all hoes really know each other like that. And you know, I just look. Listen. One thing that I will say is I'm glad Winter can hold her own. You understand me? Because with the way that Ashley was coming at her, I'm really, really glad that Winter does know how to hold her own. Winter know how to stand the rain when it comes to a good Kiki session. She does. Because she was giving Ashley back everything that Ashley was giving her back. She was. I will say that. Love and Marriage DC. This is season 1, episode 3. No new friends. But like I say, ain't none of y'all hoes really friends. All right. None of this. So the episode continues with Big Chris saying how he felt about the conversation that he had with scheming ass Chris. Kevin, I mean. And Ashley in her confessional says that her first marriage isn't her fault. And we all agree with that. He was a fuck nigga and you deserved way better than that. What he did to you was not right at all. He pulled the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger and his maid Maria and had a whole baby. Yeah, she didn't deserve that. But she also said this new shit that you got going on with scamming ass Kevin, Miss Girl, it's a fool. And you know, she not here for you sitting up here trying to ride the coattails off of this. you know, um, I'm a victim and I'm a this and I'm a that. Don't get me wrong. Because Ashley, you was coming really, really hard at her. Ashley, you was, I don't care how you feel about it, sis, you was coming off way too strong. Way too strong. Like it's okay to have your opinion, but you don't have to be an asshole about it either. You understand me? They wasn't explaining it right. You can have your opinion, but bitch, you ain't got to be a damn asshole about it either. You really don't. And that's really what it is that I wish she would have just said. You probably would have understood that better. And look, I live for you, Ashley. I do. I live for you. I live for Quit. I'm just saying. So Big Chris regrets bringing up Kevin at the dinner table. Yeah, Big Chris, you should. You should, Big Chris. I ain't gonna lie. For me, I just felt like that's a conversation that should have been best left suited when it's scene where it's you and Momo and Winter. You know what I'm saying? See, if it's a scene where it's you, Momo, and Winter, that's one thing. That I can rock with. I could get with that. I could deal with that because it's not all of these other prying eyes and other mouthpieces getting involved. And you know, so child. Big Chris, you set it off at that table, son. So Momo plays this messy ass game, child. And she has Winter be the hostess of the game because she is supposed to be like a relationship specialist. Pause. Now we see where the relationship specialist situation came from. That happened down the Twitter. See, y'all didn't do it right. See, y'all so eager to get y'all asses, clamoring to get y'all asses in my newsroom. I would have appreciated it better had y'all did all of this as the show was going on, because then it would make sense as to why the whole she's supposed to be a relationship specialist, and that's the reason why you asked her to be on board with these other couples and this, that, and this. But at the same time, Momo, I get it, but girl, this ain't put a ring on it. This ain't marriage boot camp. You understand me? This ain't couples court. This ain't divorce court. This ain't none of that. This reality TV about 4 couples that don't know each other, and we go see what they can do with it. See if they could be friends or form some type of camaraderie. And if whatever fights or whatever happens along the way, the camera crew will be there to film it. Like, let's just call it what it is, Momo. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But that's where you went wrong. But anyway, so when she says that she's a relationship specialist, Ashley and Quit, listen again. Because I get what y'all are saying. I do. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I totally get what y'all are saying because it is confusing. Because it's like you not about to sit in my face to tell me that you're supposed to be this relationship guru after you done sit up here and told the story how your first husband didn't want you. He much rather have your nanny, so much so that he got her pregnant and somebody else to let you tell it. Then you sit up here and got with this next dude who is he a schemer, he a scammer. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know where he lives. You don't like Winter. Because I'm about to just wrap that whole thing up in a bow because we ain't even got to make this long. Winter, don't get me wrong. The way Ashley handled it, it was a lot. It was. And quick chiming in didn't make it no better. It was like almost an attack a little bit. Not really, but kind of sort of, but not really. First of all, Winter, you Winter, you have to understand, even though I just said that, you have to understand where Quick and Ashley are coming from. You do, as well as Arena and Big Jamie, because I'm more than sure they was just as confused. Quiet as it's kept. Excuse me, quiet as it's kept. So was Momo and Big Chris and Tasha and whoever the other, whoever her husband is, child. If it was even her husband, I don't know. Because you keep telling this story about how your first husband broke your heart, had a baby by the nanny, and ran off and moved to Beverly. And then you sit up here and talk about how you've been married to this man for almost a year now, and you're already signing divorce papers, and you got sheriffs coming to the house because they were serving him papers because he got fired from his company for embezzling money and all the rest of this stuff. And then it's like after all of that, then you go come here and say, well, you're a relationship specialist. And and then I get it, because you said, well, just because I went through this, you think I can't talk, or you think I don't have no insight to give, or you think this or you think that. And it's not that, because I get what Ashley was coming from. The Shane had to be a bitch about it, but I get where Ashley was coming from, because it's like it's just hard for me to now take you seriously as this after we sat here and have to listen to you constantly talk about what your first husband did to you and what you're going through to your second husband now. Oh, but I'm a relationship specialist and or relationship coach, or however you want to call it, to make it cute for you and all of that. Like and it's no shade, Winter. I really ain't got no problems with you. But you gotta understand how it just comes off. It come off weird. So then celebrity crushes come up, thanks to DJ Quick, because it was Momo's game. Momo was explaining what the game was supposed to be. And then you stood up and said, oh, since you're going to do it that way, let's do a celebrity crush. And then we find out her celebrity crush is the dude from Full House. Girl, I guess. I guess, child, if you like the pink meat, that's your business. And he is supposed to be Rihanna or something like that, she said. And then she says something to the effect of, well, now that I'm who I am now, and I'm with DJ Quick and blah blah blah, I now have access to slide in a celebrity crush's DM if I choose to, or if that was something that you wanted to do. We'll just say that. And so then Winter, you messy. So Winter, you messy. So then Winter, you said, oh, so you're saying through him, you now have access? Listen, again, Ashley, I like you. You know that, Ashley. I like you a lot. I like you. But you had that coming, sir. You had that coming, and then you had the nerve to get offended when she asked you that. Talk about something. You not some bum ass bitch and blah 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 blah. But Ashley, if you can throw shade, you should be able to take it. Okay, if you could give it, you should be able to receive it just as quick and unbothered as you could give it. Because right before then, you basically tried to say that you know, she isn't a failure, but she is a failure when it comes to being a wife and stuff like that. Like, it was a lot, Ashley. Okay, and I like you, sir, but it was just a lot. It was a lot. You know, it really was. It was just a lot, and y'all clearly don't know each other like that, and it just came off just so mean and so cold and so mean spirited, and you just sat there in it and you just kept on going. Then you had DJ Quick coming. It was just a lot, friend. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm just saying, it was a lot. It was a lot. Um, but I won't mad at y'all for being confused because I was just as confused. I said, Miss Winter, girl, stop. Okay, girl, stop. All right, hush. All right, because you're not about to sit here and tell me that you done went through 2 failed marriages, 1 failed marriage, going through the second one already, but then in the next breath, you're a relationship guru. Girl, I want to hear it. Moving on. So Arena and Big Jamie, I know her name now, girl, because y'all remember I was calling her Lady E. But Arena and Big Jamie go running around outside, whatever the case may be. So Big Jamie feels like the questions was all a setup, and he feels a way about Arena for telling her what happened. Again, Big Jamie, you signed up for reality TV, and this is what the fuck you get when you sign up on reality TV. And it is what it is, friend. It is what it is. She ain't caught you doing shit, so I don't even know why should you care this much? Why should I care? Why should I care for you? Why should I care? Okay, why should you care? She ain't caught you up in nothing. She ain't caught you in nothing. It is what it is, friend. Relax. Anyway, so Big Jamie talks about he wants to take out his sons to 9 rounds boxing ring, whatever, to work out and all that good stuff. And good, I'm down with that. So Momo, Big Chris, and the kids packing for Africa. So Momo feels a way about Big Chris telling her to hurt in front of everybody. I'm sorry, Momo, and you know I love you down, baby, but I was on his side. You did needed to Hirsch. You did. You needed to Hirsch because your mouth was running 2,000 miles next to Nathan, and he couldn't even get a word in edgewise. So I'm not going to sit here and be mad at him for telling you to Hirsch because you needed to Hirsch. All right, Hirsch. And let the man finish what he got to say, and then you can go on ahead and give your rebut. And I'm going to tell you something else while I'm on y'all. Listen, again, y'all not perfect. I know that. Y'all marriage ain't perfect. I know that. Y'all are going to go through issues. I know that. It's just weird considering the united front that y'all was on that other show. But now once y'all get to this one, now there's so many problems and there's so many this and there's so many that. And I'm just going to be real with y'all, Momo and Chris. I just don't believe it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't believe it. Now, while I feel as though I know y'all probably do have y'all moments, do I think it's as serious as y'all making it out to be? Absolutely not. I just don't. I don't think it's as bad as y'all making it out to be. Not saying that y'all don't have y'all issues, but I don't think it's all it is that y'all giving. I said it. Moving on before I say too much, and I like them. Winter and her mama Sandra sit down to talk, and so then both of them agrees that Kevin is not in love. Kevin is obsessed. But then again, Winter. Again, when you really get to see, the Bible says you're supposed to know a man. You didn't know that man. That's the problem. I don't know what it is about Kevin because when I look at Kevin, I see a fool. No shade. But when I look at Kevin does not give me, like, for real, Kevin gives me exactly what people think of him, a fraud. Being honest. That's what he give me. He give me he give me a fraud. He give me a dude that cut corners. He gives me a slimy, slick ass snake oil salesman. That's what he give me. And you didn't know nothing about that man, and you got caught up. How much I see? I agree with Ashley. I would much rather you just say that. You know what I mean? Like, you got your mama up here, and don't get me wrong, I think your mama real sweet. But mama, at the same time, let's not act like when it was some 18, 19-year-old girl that he took advantage of. Moving on. So Ashley goes to get Botox for her underarms to keep her underarms from sweating. I guess, child. And the dinner conversation comes up, and Ashley says that she ain't here for winter at all. She feel like she's a fake, she's a fraud, and she just has no time for no new friends. I hear you, but you got all the time in the world for Arena, and y'all ain't friends. So if you got time to be, and I for real, I don't even think you and Momo friends like that. And you don't mind being friends with them. So it's just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you got the right to pick and choose who you want to be friends with and who the fuck you don't. But anyway, so Big Jamie take his boys to go work out. He invited DJ Quick and his son to come out and work with him. I thought the scene was cute and or whatnot. Any scene where I get to see little Jamie in, I'm all down for. So I was down for that. And all the rest of that shit that they was talking about, girl, heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk, baby this, baby that. I look, listen, he all but got up here and admit that he ain't about that life. All right, he a spoiled little rich kid that's trying to be a part of the be more. But he ain't got to do all of that. Be proud of being Big Jamie's son and live your life in the right way. You ain't got to do what you see these other people out here doing. You way too cute for that. Okay, you will not survive in jail because you went in Jamie and you go come out Jamisha. You understand me? Because you real pretty and they'll have a real good time flipping your ass around up in there. So keep your ass out of jail. Moving on. Now that don't change your life. I don't know what will. That's what y'all should have said to him. If you don't want to get your ass tossed around like I got mine tossed around by Trey at night, I suggest whatever the hell it is you're doing out here in the streets, you don't do it. Moving on. So Winter invites Arena, Ashley, and Tasha, the other lady, out to brunch to see if they can move forward. So Ashley feels like friend is a big word, and I agree. Y'all don't know each other. And she likes to think of them as acquaintances. And Winter felt the way. Winter, why? She doesn't know you. I do feel like women in particular throw the word friend around as if it's rice at a wedding. Every hoe that you say hey to is not your friend. Every hoe that you clink a glass of champagne with is not your friend. Every hoe that you go out to a Manny and Patty spa date out with ain't your friend. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I get what I get where Ashley was coming from. Some people just ain't up for the, oh yeah, we friendly and we friends like that after just meeting up for only 1 or 2 times. Like, moving on. So Winter says that she didn't take what Quick said to personally at all. She said she laughed at it. You was taken aback by it. Now I ain't gonna necessarily say you was bothered, but you was taken aback by Winter. Just say that. As I would have been too. But again, you was the one confusing them damn people. So Ashley feels like if she's gonna keep talking about her failed marriages, that she shouldn't be surprised that people are gonna have an opinion about it. And she asks her, when is she going to take some accountability for marrying a man that she did not know? And again, was Ashley's approach harsh? Yes. But we're not going to act like what she said was wrong because it wasn't. And I agreed with Ashley at that point, Winter. Just say the first time you was a victim. This time I can't give you the victim card because you clearly did not know that man. You didn't know where he lived. You didn't know he ain't had no car. You ain't know nothing about the man. Like, and but you went on ahead and married him any damn way. Take some accountability for that. Stop sitting up. Like I said, your first marriage, absolutely, use a victim. When it comes to scheming, scamming, fraud, ass Kevin, girl, fuck you. Moving on. So when asked was her and Arena friends, or were they friends for a while, or whatever the case may be, she says they're getting friendly. And that was when I said, okay, don't none of y'all hoes know each other. Ain't none of y'all hoes friends. It was just better to pick y'all because everybody knows DJ Quick around there. And I've seen Big Jamie around before and stuff like that. And it just worked. Why not have all of y'all get together and we'll just bring the cameras around and just capture whatever happens? Because that's really what Carlos did with y'all. Y'all ain't friends like that, girl. So Tasha, I believe that's the lady name that was there. Tasha felt like Ashley was grilling her. Kinda, but not really. I mean, I don't necessarily call it grilling. She was just trying to get an understanding. It was just the way that she went. Now, the way that she went about it, I could see how y'all felt like it was a grill, but I don't necessarily think that's what Ashley was trying to do. I think she was just trying to get a better understanding, but she just too harsh and too brash and too rough and stuff. She give me a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now that she older, she got to be more ladylike or whatever. But she rough, like most of the women's around there to be more is. They rough and stuff, child. Anyway, Winter says that she's not mad at her for having an opinion. Her opinion just came off way too aggressive for her personal liking. And Ashley said that she already apologized for that. She ain't finna apologize for it again, as you shouldn't. If you already apologized for it, Winter just should have just let it go at that point. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Last night episode, it won't that bad. It won't that bad. It won't that bad. It gave me a lot to talk about. 22 minutes. It gave me something to talk about. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. And until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all later, girl. Bye.